Pupils seem to love it. They get excited on a morning when they come in. They just like working with children from other year groups, I think. The goals for introducing I Can Do Maths was to raise our standards. We'd sort of plateaued SATs-wise for a few years, and we decided that we needed to put some sort of intervention into that. The I Can Do Maths programme came through because it worked on the basic skills of what we wanted to do and what we wanted to achieve. In this test, you can have as much time as you need, and you're going to just work your way through each of the questions. As you work your way through the questions do get more difficult. You will get to a point where you can't answer any more questions. Don't worry about it, just do the best that you can. The purpose of the entry test is to test the children to see what level they are working at, so that they can get the appropriate mental arithmetic book for their level. So they have some questions that they can actually answer and some questions that are a bit more of a challenge. Children in each class will do different books depending on what their ability is. I think a lot of them like the fact that it starts off with easier questions because they can answer them straight away. They like being able to find out their own scores because they like to compare them with their friends really, and it usually takes them about an hour. Mental arithmetic sessions are first thing in the morning. We started them at 10 to 9 and they finish about 10 past. Pupils work in their books for 20 minutes a day. On a Monday they work through section A, on a Tuesday they work through section B, and then section C they do on a Wednesday and a Thursday because it's the more challenging 1 and 2 part word problem questions. If a pupil can't do a question, there's lots of different opportunities. The first thing is they have equipment that we recommend that they go and get, so they have 100 squares or they have times table squares. If they can't answer the question, then they would usually speak to one of their friends that's either on the same book as them or on a different book. What the teachers usually do is if a group of children are coming up with the same problem that they're having on a regular basis, they actually mention it to the class teacher, and the class teacher would use that in their mental oral starters during the week in the daily maths lesson.
The school supports I Can Do Maths in lessons through teaching the basics of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Children have to be taught that there isn't a magic wand and they actually have to do something to achieve these answers.
The group marking session would take place on a Friday morning. The children go to their allocated group at 9 o'clock and they stay there till 20 to 10, so it's usually 40 minutes. The groups are mixed ability between years 2 and 6. Doing it this way and the children marking their own work means they get instant feedback, and if they have had any problems with a particular question they can ask it there and then. They can get advice off other children in the classroom because they can discuss the methods that they used, but they can also give them the opportunity to talk through that question and other examples of it within the class. If a child has been in a group for a while and they complete a book, they would receive a certificate to say they have completed that book, and then they'd be moved onto a more challenging book.
Go on, you're first.
17.
17?
I like it because it's given children much more confidence in maths. The way that they go to their marking groups, they enjoy it because they get to work with other children, they get to share their ideas, they get to look at how other children work out answers, and sometimes with those children that struggle it helps them to actually raise their standards.
I like it because it makes me more confident when we come into maths lessons, because I know what I'm doing most of the time and a lot of people don't.
I like that you not get shouted out and you get things wrong, and it's quite fun to do because you have to work it out all week, and it's just really fun.
Children love it. They're very enthusiastic. They want to do their maths on a morning. Parents love it too. Really enthusiastic for the children to be joining in. It's very good.